wabarakatuh. Very good afternoon. Thank you to everyone for being able to free yourself to be here this afternoon. We join our bi-monthly or fortnightly wisdom fair. Those who have not attended this session before, this will be the 5th. We're supposed to have 2 speakers for this afternoon, but unfortunately one couldn't make it. Here, we're very honored we have Dr. Khairuddin here. The way we go about conducting this series of talks is by having one professor with another slightly younger person, and we tend to keep it that way as the format for this series of talks. And the topics is quite open. We prefer topics that can be of general interest to a wider audience. We have conducted a series of talks. There have been lectures delivered on aquaculture, running a university. Can't remember. The last one was on Dr. Shafriza, OBE, from a different perspective. From Zuraida also spoke a bit about OBE. So before we start, I would also like to get some volunteers for the next few sessions, as always. Khairuddin just mentioned, dia kata, we start doing that, nobody will attend. So, we have never had any ladies here. Yeah. So, siapa yang minat, can always volunteer yourself. There are 4 ladies already. So, senanglah 4 sessions esok kan? Bolehlah terus Rinda the next one. On anything. Yeah. You will apa nama side by side dengan siapa ni? Prof. Nano Jafar. Okay. And the turnout for today is quite good actually. We're still trying to find ways and means of how this can be better publicized, better advertised. Because actually the aim is to get people to talk anything, and that's what we do here pun sebenarnya. Dekat universiti ni, let you talk. After the talking in lecture, you have lots of meetings kan. So this is another process in being an academic researcher. And for today punya only talk that we're going to have, integrity in scientific research. It's a very important topic, especially of lately a lot of issues has come about, and I think Dr. Khairuddin will give a few examples. And the issues are actually relevant to both lecturers and also students. To those who are not very familiar dengan Dr. Khairuddin, he has been with UNIMED for the past 10 years? More than 10 years. He just came back from Belgium 3 years ago. His degree in electrical from UKM originally, and masters from UKM, and PhD from Catholic Belgium. So without further delay, please we welcome Dr. Khairuddin. Sebab you're the only speaker for today, you can take as much time as you like lah. Okay, once I you carry on.
Okay. Thank you to Prof. Ali for the introduction. Basically, before I proceed, I would like to why I'm being here today and how I got the title. Okay, like as mentioned by Prohali, it was in last Wisdom Fair. I was sitting at the back, and the same thing Prohali had immediately announced, and most of my friends were not here today because they are scared. Okay, and when Prohali made an announcement, there are two things in my mind at the time. Either is it serious, okay, because he just pinpoint that straight away, and the second thing, I have no topic to talk about, okay, and after several days, I went to see Prohali. I said, I asked Prohali personally, is it serious, Prohali? And of course Prohali said, okay, it's serious. So I gave him that topic about integrity in scientific research, actually. Because when he made an announcement on the day, in my mind is I was thinking about the publication, the way we publish a paper, we go for numbers, and at the time we still about ethics. And Muzammil was sitting beside me, and he was reading a magazine, and inside the magazine there's one topic about integrity. So instead of, then after that when I go back home, I Google up what is the difference between integrity and ethics. Okay, and it turned out that ethics is actually a set of rules that you need to follow. Okay, and which means you have a boundary for that. Whereas for integrity, it just you do the right thing. So that's why I go for integrity in scientific research. Okay? That's how I'm here today. That's how I got the title. Okay, and as mentioned by Prohali, my background, maybe some of you may know me, maybe some not. I prefer to give a detail. I started with diploma and graduated in 1996, and I worked for Nano at that time. And I was thinking to do my degree part-time at the space at UPM, but while working, I think that I cannot proceed with part-time, so I go for full-time. Then I graduated in 1999. I worked with Julai because I was a HP scholarship at the time, and worked under HP about 6 months before they changed to engineering technology. That was 1999. Then tired with working with industry, so involved manufacturing. I was thinking to go for another company, go for R&D company, because I was involved in manufacturing, and when I applied to go for R&D, they did not allow me to go there. So I have to maintain my position there, manufacturing. So and then suddenly I saw advertisement in, I think in Tucson, and they were opening up a new university, Bilik, and I applied for that and become teaching engineer. That was 2003. And 2004, I go for, at the end of 2003, beginning of 2004, I go for my master and full-time attached on semiconductor and listed at UKM. Just once a month, I travel to UKM, see my supervisor, then come back and join UNIMAC in 2005. So then I want to go for PhD at that time after that, but Prof. said, okay, you have to finish the accreditation process, holding diploma oriented or university level. So I go for my PhD in 2008, then come back to join UNIMAC in 2013. Okay. Then because of compulsory is for a degree program to have professional engineer, I start to prepare for that and become a program member in 2015. Okay, program member I am 2015 and become officially as a professional engineer in July 2015. A few months after that, then they appoint me as a member, AEC panel in May 2016. Okay, my first exercise is to visit University College Sudaya International Private University in KL in May, and I also applied for MQA. So we're waiting to, I need to attend training. So MQA is supposed to be next month, and maybe I will go in October, then before I can officially become a MQA member. Okay, be someone from industry and join university academic, I feel that it's more freedom and flexibility. Even though in industry I can go to work at 9, but no normally I go back to home. It's about 8 or 9 o'clock after the sunset. So I think academic is more freedom, even though we have to work between 8 to 5, 40 hours per week, but we don't keep track, we don't reach it on hours. Sometimes you come here to work, you go for breakfast, you go to Asaka, you go to Chapati around, okay, you go somewhere, and then 10 o'clock you go to office, okay, and afternoon you go to fetch your kid, okay, and then but the important is the pressure is not to work on hours or more. The pressure is to make productive in every area. Teaching, research, survey, more admin you have to keep to productive in admin. That's very important, rather than rigid on hours. Because in academic, you have the flexibility. You can plan and manage your own research. And sometimes even myself, I continue to work after my kids sleep at 9 maybe until midnight. So you still continue working. So some lecture, tutorial, test, exam take place in the evening, which is required lecture to attend it. Basically, this is our role as a lecturer. Teaching, admin, research, and others. Of course, recently we have university income. I just put it here. Okay. But my thought for today is everything about research. But focus on research doesn't mean that we forget about teaching and learning. Because I heard some people, they complain that certain lecturer focus on research, they just let the postgraduate student to handle the lecture. Some example I heard. And okay, here my poster. Okay, everything in my presentation for today cover here. If you look in my poster at the beginning, just introduction, what the beginning. Then the second part is it's about our publication, how we benchmark our publication. And then from that, I will elaborate, I will discuss on are we publishing scholarly paper and are we moving toward the right direction. Because for me, in the internet area, people can benchmark us. Whatever we publish, let's say, I will say, I have 200 as peer review paper. Okay, if people trust me, what I say, maybe some yes, maybe some not. Okay, people will go, but they will see I publish a quality paper or just a rubbish paper, it's a normal paper. Okay. So that's why my intention is today to see whether are we publishing a quality paper, are we publishing just to get numbers. Okay. Then I'll give some precautions that what happening in Malaysia recently and what happening in the world. Actually, I give 3 examples. Basically, there's a lot. I give example in what happening in Japan, what happening in Germany, and another one is Korea. This is a major what you call it, fraud issue in academic area because the paper was published in Science and Nature. Okay, we started with. I would like to start with this one, the publication. This is our publication focus. We have very high publication in 2013 to 2012, then around here. This is the peak. Here our total publication because now we have about 5,000 publication. But if you look at the quality, the quality, this one I put it, and based on SNIP, source normalized impact per paper, which is almost they take into account the impact factor for different field, and we have this value. Okay. And this our data in Malaysia, we are number 10, and the rest of M2 is at below than us. What I want to say is, the previous slide and this slide, actually, we can say anything about us, but either people will believe us or not, depend on the individual. Some people will take it easily. Some people say, okay, I will check. So people will check for me. I will check that whether is it true or not. Okay. That's it. I will make benchmark between these 4 universities before I elaborate further. I will see that okay, this is our publication between UNIMED, UTEM, UTHM, and UMP. If you go by numbers, okay, but by this one, blue one, the publication, the total publication. Okay, the data was taken from 2001 to 2016. And this one is citation, total citation. And this one is the citation without self-citation. I remove the self-citation. Okay, if you see the publication between citation, we have a 145. UMP, even though they have lower, but the citation is higher, 195. Okay. And if we remove that, remove the self-citation, and we can see that we have about 72, U10 about 10%, 50% for THM, UMP is about 138%. Meaning that even the UMP, they have less publication, but the citation output is even higher than us. See, this kind I can say just like indication that they have a quality paper, because people will not cite our paper if our paper is not quality. That's my argument. 195 and 138. And if you see the H index, because I calculate the H index because of Google Scholar based on our, just like we calculate our H index. The H index for ours is 34, but UMP 35, U10 23, and UTHM 28. Okay, we are a little bit lower, just 1 point. If we have few more citation, maybe we can have 35, remember? 35 compared to that. So my question, are we doing good? Maybe yes, because we have a good number here. Okay. Are we publishing a scholarly paper? So I don't have an answer. Are we doing very well now? And what about university reputation, impression for others in long term? If we keep going